Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Alright, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday. We're just repeating Tuesday again. My hair is good. Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Let people join. Some more people join in. Hello, hello. I'm waiting on my guests to get in and we can get started. All right, so guys, until my guest gets on, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Thank you guys for joining me at Real Talk Tuesday, Remix Wednesday. Tonight, this is a show where I like to give a platform and just show people's talents, just them being a light in this world. And I'm just super thankful that I get this opportunity to give people just that light to shine. And I'm so blessed with the people that I've been able to talk to and have on the show so far. So thank you again, Eris. I know she was on last night. We're kind of repeating because, guys, I'm so sorry. The live last night did not stay on. It got deleted because of my low Wi-Fi. I didn't have the best Wi-Fi connection last night. I was at my mama's house. So I was in the country, but it's okay. Thank God Tomeka was able to join me again tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to get her on and we can get started. Hello again.
Hi. Right, again.
Again. Welcome again. Please tell us your name, where you're from. For the people that did not watch yesterday, you guys are in for a treat because we really got into it last night. I'm so sad that
Right.
not saved because, listen, you guys, if you want somebody that knows their stuff, that is very knowledgeable in every product and every service that she does, this is the one. Okay, so without further ado, please tell us your name and where you're from.
How you doing? My name is Tomeka Davis. A lot of people know me as Tomeka, and I am from good old Bremen, Georgia.
Good old Bremen.
Good old Bremen, Georgia.
Hello, listen, good old Bremen, Georgia. Listen, y'all, that's why the live did not stay on because I was in good old Bremen, Georgia last week. But it's okay. We are repping the hometown. And shout out because you are actually my first guest from the hometown. So that is big for me.
Really?
Yes, you are the first person I have interviewed in Bremen.
Well, I'm honored to be that person.
Yes, I'm so happy. So let's get started. You ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's go for it. So our first question to you is, what inspired the name of your business?
All credit for the name of my business has to go to my best friend, Tony. We were on the phone having kind of like a brainstorming session. I was telling him what my ideas was for my business, where I wanted to go with it, what my vision was, which is skin etiquette,
Yes.
teaching the proper care and etiquette for your skin. And one, skin etiquette and skin teak are already things. If you didn't know that, those are already things, so I couldn't use those. And he just went Googling like synonyms to etiquette. And one
Yes.
word that stuck out was decorum. And so that's when skin decorum was built. So it's the skin decorum is just the etiquette of your skin, teaching you how to properly care for your skin all across your body.
That is amazing. Shout out to Tony because who would think of that? I love that name.
I'm
Like,
gonna owe him a check one day, yeah.
yes, I love that name, and it really, really just shares what you do. So I'm shout out to Tony. Okay, yes, Tony, for looking into that. Okay. So, have you always dreamed of doing this type of work, or was there like an experience that happened, or anything that happened that made you like, okay, I really want to do, like, I want to jump into this skincare, like doing hair, whatever? Like, how did you get into this field?
I've always done hair. I've done hair since I was a little girl. I've always loved hair. I've always played with nails, makeup, those type of things since I was little bitty, all the way up until high school. The thing with that was I didn't want to do hair for a living. As much as I know how to do it, I don't want to do that for a living. That's not my passion to do head after head after head after head of hair. That's not where I'm at.
Right.
And to be honest, graduating high school and that coming from Bremen, I didn't know what an esthetician was. Never heard of an esthetician, never seen an esthetician, nothing like that. Went to college, did that thing, and went into human resources actually for a good minute. I was in human resources for probably like 6.5 years, and was laid off from a recruiting position 2 weeks before Christmas. And I kind of was like, okay, what do you want to do? Like, what is really your passion? I was tired of working for people, having put in so much work to companies, and then they're able to just discard you whenever, being in that whole rat wheel of just like working the 40 hours for 40 years, that it wasn't appeasing to me. So I was talking to an actual cosmetologist, and
Okay.
I was explaining to her what I like to do. And I was thinking about getting my cosmetology license, but I'm like, I don't want to do hair. And so
Okay.
she was like, be an esthetician. And I, again, what in the world is an esthetician? Had no clue what that was. So I stopped, went and really researched the field and what it detailed. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is it's a niche. It's a custom niche for exactly what I want to do. So like I said, it's been a passion that was kind of there that's just kind of built over the years. And I finally took a big leap of faith,
Yeah.
got out of the corporate world, went to school, opened a business, and have not looked back since, and have been absolutely in love with what I do every day since then.
Yes, ma'am. So, with that being said, what are all the services that you offer?
I offer skincare services, which include facials, advanced facials like chemical peels, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, high frequency, and things like that. I offer body treatments, so full body polishes, which would be like a full body scrub, back treatments, back scrub, microdermabrasion for the back, a slew of body treatments, and then my waxing and beauty services. So full body waxing for men and women, vajacials, brojacials, lashes, brows, lamentation, the works.
Golly, this sounds like a one-stop shop to me.
Full service. That is what I wanted. Full service.
Yes, that is amazing. So, what would you say has been like your most difficult situation so far with like just jumping out and being an entrepreneur, doing this new field that you've never, even knew about, just jumping into something new? What has been the most difficult thing that you've suffered or had to endure so far?
It's been a one thing because I don't come from a huge family structure where we're really close knit. So there's been a lot of things I had to do on my own. So starting a business, not really having a lot of people to talk about building a business with who understands that concept,
Right.
who just
Yeah.
understands. Because a lot of people, when they hear you work for yourself, to them that means you have like a free schedule, you can run
Yeah.
life whenever you want to. not having someone who fully understands what it is to own and start a business. So without my husband and God, like I said, I did a lot of everything on my own. I do have some friends, like a very close friend network that has supported me, pushed me, been able to talk to me, you know, when things are getting tough. Because I actually have
Yeah.
several of the friends that have been starting businesses right now or starting business a long time. So we've actually been able to be each other's kind of backbones and motivation and keep pushing, because it's hard. It's hard starting a business on your own. It's hard starting a business, period. Especially if you have all the funding in the world, but it's even harder when you're starting it completely from scratch, no funding sources, nobody supporting you, and you're just, like I said, just completely starting something new. So it's scary. You have to learn to get very comfortable being uncomfortable. You have
Absolutely.
to you have to learn you're not always right. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to fail. That is a big one, because it's, like I say, it's hard, especially alone. So a lot of failure comes with things, but you have to be consistent and motivated,
Yeah.
because that's where you see success at. It doesn't come instantly. If you keep pushing and keep trying, regardless of who's supporting you, because even when it comes to my clients, some of my biggest supporters is people I don't know. It's not people from my hometown. It's not people I've grown up with. It's complete strangers who have trusted their bodies with me and love me. I have like lifetime clients. I have clients that, regardless of where I've been, if I was set up at my house, they followed me to my house. They followed
Yeah.
me anywhere I wanted. And I love that. I love that. So that's a push to keep, no matter what I don't have supporting me, who I don't have supporting me, that's the push, because I know somebody wants what I'm offering. They're
Yeah.
looking for what I'm trying to offer. So forget everybody else, do it anyway.
Yes, I love that for you. So, like, I know you said you don't have like that big family structure. You didn't really know what business was, how to even do it. But I see you promoting yourself very well. And I seen a post that you posted about content and just posting content all the time, just making, I feel like some now it's become not as fun for some people, and I think that's the vibe that I got from your message. Is that true? And let's talk about it. Why is it not fun for you to like create content? Or have you even thought about using like outside sources to do your content or run your business for you, so you could just focus on work and your content could be running and you're not actually the one that's doing it? Like, let's talk about it, because I feel the same way. I mean, it's fun at times, but it can be very discouraging at times as well,
It's
right?
very tedious.
Yes. Trying to keep up with the latest,
Trends, the
trends
latest,
and
the
all of
hit
this.
song,
Yeah.
and that's okay. Like when it comes to making content, as in like flyers and that type of marketing thing, I have no issue with that. I love doing that. I'm okay with doing that for my business. Now, as someone just said on that same post, that social media is now the new word of mouth. And
Yeah.
it'll be okay if I was just posting those type of content, those flyers and things like that. And that's all of the interaction really I had to do. And it's like in today's age with social media and everybody, we're right here live, I can be across the world in a snap of a second. I can see what
Yeah.
anybody's doing. I feel like people have this kind of disposition that they are obligated to know kind of everything that's going on in your life and your business. And that's what drives them to want to support you more, when they can see you having have videos of your whole family, your life. You kind of just like the ins and out of every day. And it's like, that's what's tedious to me. Because I'm a very private person.
Yeah.
If you do go through my social media, I don't put a lot of my personal business out. I don't like that out in social media. I don't even barely post pictures of my son, for real. I'm one of them people that I'm tagging that I'm somewhere after I left that place. You're not going to even know I was there to probably 2-3 days later. Like, and that comes from, I think, a background of going to school for criminal justice, and then that kind of protection background,
Wow.
human resources, being in a supervisor type position. It was always a separation of personal life and business. Because, I was Miss Tomeka, I was Miss Neal. It wasn't the just, oh, this is Kindergarten, the owner of this business, let's go see what she's doing.
Yeah.
I held a position at times. So
Yeah.
it's coming into TikTok and everybody wants to skit videos. And, you know, like I said, you have to become pretty much an actor to
Yeah.
promote your business now. And that's the portion of it I don't like. Like, I don't mind being on social media. I don't mind posting the flyers, but it's when you, to get the biggest content, to get the biggest payout, like I said, is the reels and the constant videos. And it's like, in my service, one, sanitation is number one in my service.
Mm-hmm.
So to even have to constantly prep a service, stop during the service, fix the phone, record, that is so much already adding to a service where time is my money. I'm not trying to add those extra 20, 30 minutes because I have to set my camera up. I have to readjust. I have, like, that's too much. I want to go in there, wax a cat, and get out. Like, just to be honest, like,
Absolutely.
I don't want to have to record me doing the whole process for you guys to say, oh, well, she's a great esthetician. You know, like, though, that is where I feel is getting a tough balance between social media, running a business, and having a personal life. They're all just kind of merging and integrating one together, and I don't like that.
Listen, I feel you on that. It can get very discouraging. Please don't mind this. My hair is wet, so it's dripping, guys. That's what that is. But I feel you on that. Like, it, just trying to keep up. Like, and then you're trying to look, sis, I'm 30. I'm trying to get my life in order, okay? I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to be a future wife, okay? I'm trying to run this. I have a personal job, and then trying to stay up with the newest trends on social media. It's just, I mean, hats off to the people that can do it and do it well. Like, I'm happy for you. I wish I could do it. But just having that balance, like you said, is just trying to find the balance for me. And I think that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, some people enjoy being content creators because that's like the new job of today is to be that content creator. And like I said, I'm all for it. If you love to get dressed up every day just so you can go take a picture so somebody can see, like, because that's literally what they're having to do, like, I've been following people where it's literally been content parties now. Like, people are renting buses and renting different spaces just so people can get together to take pictures and be like, oh, look what I did. But no, actually, you're not doing anything. You just paid to go take this picture together. That's not like, it's all a facade. Like, we're putting on a facade for people because I've come to realize what a lot of it is. A lot of people are not happy with their personal lives, so they find a way to deflect that to somebody else. So they have to go look for perfection out there to be okay with their own life, to kind of get off on, okay, my life is not good, but I can live through you vicariously. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you love to do that, like, I love to travel. I'm working out too, but you're just not gonna know it. Like, that is my thing. Like, I'm so in the moment too when things are happening. Most time I forget to take pictures anyway because I'm living in the moment. I'm trying to enjoy and take in every moment of what's happening now. I don't care if the next person knows I'm doing, So that it becomes very hard to try to balance. Like I said, I'm an esthetician, but I'm also an esthetician. I'm a marketing director. I'm a content creator now. And it's like,
you're a wife, you're
a wife, a mother, a sister, like an auntie, a godmother, like, the list, the hats never stop changing. So it is, like I said, it'd be different, I guess, maybe if I wasn't so personal with my life, and it'll be easier for me to be recording everything that's going on. But like I said, I don't even like nobody know what my son looks like right now. Because like I said, the world is just so convoluted, and you'd be so surprised how close you really are to a lot of these people. It's one of those, oh, this is just social media, I may never run into it. I have literally been on planes and ran into people I follow on Facebook and watch. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And the guy literally was like, oh, God, I was trying to hide. I was like, we had the baggage carriers. I'm like, don't I know you? Like, from somewhere? Because I'm like, I know, bro. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, oh, I do know you from Facebook. Yeah. I follow and watch your videos. But so I think that would be annoying to me. Like, I've never wanted to be famous. That has never been a goal of mine. Wow. Wealthy, well-off, those type of things. Yeah, like, but never wanted to be famous. Never been that one that has to be known the front of everybody. And it's like, a lot of people see me, and when I say that, they're surprised because I'm such an extroverted personality. Like, I'm such this big personality. I'm such a joy. I'm so boisterous. People will automatically think like, oh, you would run to the camera. You would love to be in front of camera. No. I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
I feel you. And I love that you said, we're not, I feel like that's so true. Like, everybody is so like, oh, we got to take a picture. Let's get this on camera. And we're not living in the moment. And that's where I am in life. Like, this show is about being real, being relevant, right? So I'm just going to keep it real. It's a lot of things that's going on. One, we're living in a pandemic. A lot of deaths are happening. Like, it's so much going on in this world. Like, I don't have time to just be like, oh, let me, of course, take pictures of special moments. But like how you said, like me enjoying the moment with my mom on yesterday was very special to me. Not recording all of that, like, just really taking that time, and everybody just always on the phone or always like, let me capture this. Oh, this is a real moment. This is for TikTok. And you're not taking in that special moment in time or bonding time with your loved ones or your friends. Even when I go out to eat now, everybody's on their phone. Everybody's recording.
You got to take 15 pictures of your plate.
Yeah. So I'm really trying to change that dynamic in my own personal, because I have been that person where, I'm taking the video of the food because I'm a foodie, but it's like, you want to know, like, you can do that in occasions, but enjoy the moment with these people, like, just, I don't know, just really take in the conversation, because you never know what could happen tomorrow, right?
And this times like me and my husband will go out to eat, and I have to be like, okay, both of us put our phones down, let's talk. Yeah. Like, let's just talk to each other. What's going on? Let's talk. How's work day? Because it is, you get with the development of technology and internet, like, life passes us by so quickly now. And we miss so much. And a lot of the moments that we do create, and they're artificial moments. They're not genuine. We're creating them for, like, I mean, because you've seen the thread with the girl that just came out that went to the Mercedes dealership with the Louis bag just to take the pictures. Wow. And it wasn't, but it's like, that is where people are getting to now, because it's been placed this standard of, this is what I have to do. This is pretty much the new it thing. This is the new job. So let me put on this persona to be so much more than what I actually am. And it's not saying this is everybody, but I think it gets really convoluted at times, and especially trying to run a business. I think that that gets overtaken by the quality of the service. It turns into like, you see some of these Instagram hairstylists, but then when you get to them, you don't get that quality work. Just because they've been able to take a couple good pictures, or they do good work with a couple people. And like I said, it is so easy now to reach people and push that facade of, I'm having this great service, or I'm having this great life, versus actually trying to make sure you have it and you're manifesting all of those things.
Right there. Okay. So with that being said, I'm trying to have it, and I'm trying to have good skin, sis. So because I don't want the filters. I don't want to wear makeup on the daily. I really don't. My goal is to have clear skin. I don't want the pigments in my skin, like the little dark spots. We're working. We're getting there. They're brightening up. But I really want to just walk outside. This is my goal. I want to go to sleep and wake up looking the same. Not like I had to wear makeup, because listen, I got some friends where they're like, they wear their makeup to please whoever, or just to look nice, and then, wake up and it's all like, I don't want to do that. I want to go to bed and look the same as I do when I wake up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what is the correct routine of a morning regimen and a night regimen in skincare?
For your morning regimen, your morning and night regimen are the same. They'll just differ with 2 to 3 steps. First steps, double cleanse. Your initial cleanse is just to break down the dirt and oil barrier that's on your skin. Your secondary cleanse is your treatment cleanse. So for whatever condition or skin type that you have, that would be the secondary cleanse to actually treat and target those areas. After that, you're going to tone your skin, which is balancing back out the pH of your skin level, because water just throws off that pH. So we want to bring that back down. Then you can use your serums after that, because when it comes to products, you layer from heaviest to me, from lightest to heaviest is how you layer your products. So you start with your very lightest products, like your cleansers, your spray toners, your serums, light oils, and then you build up to your moisturizers or your sunscreen. And that being said, those are your last 2 steps. So double cleanse, tone, serum, moisturize, sunscreen. It sounds like a lot, but it's really quick. It's 5 steps. Doom, doom, doom. They actually don't take a long process. For the evening time, those same steps, but what you would do before you do your serums is exfoliate and add your mask in. And exfoliation should only take place 2 to 3 times a week, and that's still gauging on your skin. Because, like I said, I told you, there's things like over exfoliating your skin, which can cause excess damage, which is deteriorating the anther mantle on your skin. Is breaking that down, and it's telling your skin to produce excess oils, or it needs the extra barrier protection. So it can actually cause excess breakouts. So you have to be really mindful and watch your skin as you're going through your regimen, to see what the effects are of your skin. Like in the morning, once you finish your routine, watch your skin throughout the day to see, okay, did my cleanser dry me out? Did something, am I having some type of effects, or am I keeping kind of the glow I want all day when I cleanse again? Because you won't keep the same regimen forever. As your skin condition and your skin type changes, you will be adding and taking out different products. Because our goal, like if you have acne, goal initially is treat the acne. Once we treat the acne, cure whatever type of imperfections they might have caused. And then next step is preventative after that. We're working after that to make sure we're not going back to having full-blown acne. We want to make sure we continue to work to prevent that acne going forward. If you have you're an older lady but decent skin, our goals are, we want to hold off on those aging. We want to make sure we're preserving the skin for as long as possible.
Yes.
Oily skin, we want to work on not producing as much oil. Dry skin, we want to work on balancing out and getting more oil in our skin. So it all depends, like I said, on skin types, conditions, and then also underlying health, diet, exercise, sleep. There's a lot of things. A lot of people don't realize your skin is never going to clear up if you don't drink your water and you don't get a full night's rest. It's just because your body has to have a time to rest, metabolize, do all the workings that it needs to do. And a lot of that happens during sleep. It gets our rejuvenation, and your skin is replenished. You get the puffy eyes, the bagginess, skin is looking a little dull. Like I said, rest. Water is another thing. Are you drinking the water that you need? A lot of us are dehydrated and do not know it. One way to say is like your forehead, you scrunch it, you see lines in your forehead. A lot of people think they're wrinkles when you do that. That's not wrinkles. That's sign of dehydration.
Wow.
That is your skin telling you you need to drink more water. You can check like with the elasticity, see how your skin bounces back. Like dehydrated skin does not move as quickly. Like there are things you can do, but your skin, everything that's going on with your body is going to show somewhere on your skin. I don't care what it is. Because your skin is an organ, just like your heart, like everything else. And it's the biggest organ in your entire body. So it is very vital. And so if something's not balanced and going right somewhere else in your body, your skin is going to let you know one way or another. Something is going to show up on your skin.
Wow. So I know you said toner. Let's talk about the difference, because I learned last night. The people might want to know tonight. Toner and what's the other one called?
Astringent.
Yes, because so when do you use the astringent, and tell people the difference between the two, because I learned last night, guys. So I know witch hazel is a toner, right? I can use witch hazel for my toner in my routine.
Yes, but you have to be careful what kind of witch hazel you get with the company, because some witch hazel companies are mixed together and they're astringents. Astringent can be used more like a cleanser to remove like makeup and things like that, something to just remove all of the oil off your skin, but it's not balancing or toning your pH balance. A toner is doing just that. It is leveling back out that pH on your skin. But there are toners that have ingredients on it for treatment too. So you can get like cucumber toners, you can get witch hazel toners. There are different levels of toners, but you have to make sure it's a toner and not an astringent, because astringent, like I said, is like a cleanser. It can be used for exfoliation as well, like just a
Oh,
simple.
wow.
So it's not like, it's not toning the skin, it's actually stripping away oils and taking off from the skin. So that's the difference. So like I
Gotcha.
said, the sea breeze that you use, like
Yes.
that's an astringent that can be used for removing makeup. But like I said, it's more of a stripping agent than actually balancing agent.
And see,
So
I
that
didn't
is.
know that. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna have to read
Mhm.
those. Okay. So speaking of scrubs, you said we do scrubs 2 times a week, right?
Mhm.
This is for the face and also the um,
The body. For the face and the body, both should be exfoliated at least 2 to 3 times a week, not back to
uh,
back, like rotating days. Like if you're going to do it Monday, do it again Wednesday, and then maybe like Sunday. But then again, you also have to watch how your skin is responding to that exfoliation. Is it getting excess dry? Like, does it dry it out too much after exfoliation? Are you having irritation after exfoliation? Because those are things that'll let you know I need to exfoliate more or less.
gotcha.
Um, so, but with the body and the face, 2 to 3 times a week, you should be exfoliating to help. Just because what happens is we shed skin cells every single day, just like we shed hair, they just fall off. But sometimes, especially on our body, depending on like the clothing that we wear and different stuff, the skin is not able to actually sludge off like it's supposed to. So, like if we wear tight clothing around our bikini line, the skin just kind of does this and it gets pushed down into follicles. The hair does this, it's not able to breathe and break out of the skin like it's supposed to. So that will cause ingrowns, it can cause blackheads, because all it is just the dirt debris going back in. It's not able to come out like it's supposed to. So with exfoliating 2 3 times a week, you're making sure that you're actually getting a proper cell turnover on your skin. You're removing excess dirt and debris and any leftover dead skin that you have that was not able to properly sludge off during your cell turnover process.
Yes, ma'am. So what about the mask? I know you have several masks. Can you tell us like which is your favorite? And like I guess what is the best mask for our face and also our body?
Like mass is all, everything is relative to skin condition and type. That is all what it kind of doubles back to, because everybody's skin is different. So the mask you need needs to be something associated with the treatment or the skin condition that you're trying to correct. Or whatever you're just trying to prolong. So like one of my favorite that I use a slew of jelly masks, and then I have some other masks like charcoal mask. I have because they're just a wide range of them. Like
Right.
charcoal mask I use for like people with acne. It helps detoxify the pores and things like that. My jelly mask, they range from just a basic hyaluronic mask to an Egyptian rose oil mask, which is my favorite, which is actually Egyptian roses. It has the rose petals in it. It leaves the skin very soft and supple. It helps give you that kind of brightened look, because all of them have bases in it that have like different lavender and oils in it to help replenish the skin, so it leaves the skin very soft and supple. I like, that's one of my favorite like relaxing masks, because it
Yeah.
smells really good too on top of that. So it's really nice to have on.
So do you offer products? So when I say I come, how does your process go? Do I need to get a consultation with you where you just examine my face and then you decide what are my steps and can I buy my products with you? Like do you
Um,
align all of that together for us?
With the process, all clients for their initial facial have to book a consultation facial with me before I do any other advanced services or anything. During that consultation, you'll get a mini facial. I do a facial analysis, which reads your skin. It helps me to determine what type of skin type you have, what conditions we're facing. I have a Woods lamp also that I check your skin with, which is just, it's a UV type light that kind of scans the depths of your skin and shows different layers of damage and what's really going on under the skin as well. And like I said, all clients are required to have that consultation first. It's just a 30-minute appointment because I have to know your skin before I do anything else. A lot of places you can just kind of come off the street, book chemical peels, book microdermabrasion, stuff like that. I don't do that because that's dangerous, even with you coming in, because everybody should do what is called a client intake form, which will break down what your regimen is, what you're using, if you're allergic to anything and things like that. And even with having that client intake form on the first visit, I'm still not trusting even of my client to like, okay, we're going to do a chemical peel or a microdermabrasion today, because I want to see how your skin reacts just to the basic of facials before I give you anything more advanced. Because once you do certain steps, it's things I can't take back. There's damage that can happen to your skin I can't reverse. And I'm not going to be held liable for that, because I'm very passionate about what I do. And I'm very passionate about my clients actually seeing results, not just getting services booked. I don't like, I love book client. I love my books being full, but it's just, that's not my purpose. My purpose is to make sure that everybody that leaves my building leaves it more knowledgeable than what they came in, actually looking for the results that they're looking for as much as I can offering them at being an esthetician, because there are things I can't treat. And I will refer you to a doctor, refer you to a dermatologist if I can't do what needs to be done. But you're going to leave there knowing why it didn't happen, and we're going to come to the next closest step that I can give you to make it happen. Like I said, it's not about money. It's about making sure each person is in love with their skin when they leave. Like you said, I've told you, you can't wear filters everywhere. You can't wear makeup all the time. Like, I used to be an individual. I wore makeup every single day. Do you hear me? I've had terrible skin almost my entire life. Had terrible acne growing up. The doctor told me I had stress-related acne. I break out anytime my nerves get bad, type of thing, you know? So my skin has been terrible throughout the years. And it took a lot for me to get to a point to actually get my skin to where it is, just even looking even decent. And I still have issues, still have breakouts, still just have issues knowing, and I'm a licensed skincare professional, but I'm comfortable in my skin now. My skin now, to me, is pretty, even though I can be like, ooh, you don't see this bump, that dark spot. But to me, it's pretty. I can sit here on camera with no makeup on and be okay. I can go outside with no makeup on and be okay. And I get compliments on my skin. And never in 100 years, when I hear people like, oh, your skin's so pretty, I still kind of scuff at them like, this one is skin. You ain't see this bump right here, this, you know, like. But that's my own issues. But to know deep down, though, like I said, I don't have to pick up a makeup brush every day. I'm okay washing my face, putting sunscreen on, and my natural glow shining through. That is special to me. That makes me feel good. And I want other people to feel that. I want everybody to be able to walk in that same joy, that same feeling. And at the end of the day, like I said, your skin is your biggest organ in your body. Everybody should know how to properly take care of their skin. Like, it just should be just like we learn about health, just like we work out. Everybody should know about skincare. Everybody should have an esthetician. It shouldn't be if you have skin, you need an esthetician. Just like tell people, if you got a brain, you need a therapist. It's just they go two and two together. Everybody needs one.
I'll tell you, I'm coming, sis. Listen, I am coming. So girls like me, I am very, what you can say, hairy, right? I have a lot of hair. And so I know I have a friend that has did the, what is it called?
Dermaplaning.
There we go. And I've been scared because I'm scared that like my hair is going to grow back thicker on my face. But I have seen, like, when she did it, she showed me the before and after. Her skin was just baby smooth. And it, like, the glow on her face was just phenomenal. And I'm like, are you serious? That only is what did that? And she's like, yeah, it's like peach hair. And I'm like, well, isn't that your hair? Can you explain that?
You have two different types of hair. You
Okay.
have vellus hair, which is the peach fuzz that everybody has that grows all over their body, their face. And then you have what is called terminal hairs, which are actually like the thicker hairs you get like under your arms and in private areas and stuff like that. When you're doing a dermaplaning, what is most important about the dermaplaning is the blade. Because I've seen people try to use like eyebrow razors, things like that. No, dermaplaning should be used with a medical grade scalpel, and what that does, it is only shaving off just the vellus hairs, and of course, it'll nick terminal hairs if you go over those areas. But with the vellus hairs, being that the razor is extremely sharp, you're moving with the contour of the skin. It's not, how do I describe it? Okay, when you're doing a razor, almost imagine like a lawnmower when you're shaving, and it'll like nick the hair off kind of raw. And that's what makes it grow back thicker, and it may cause irritation. When you're using dermaplaning braids and they're going against the contouring of your skin, it's literally shaving off the thinnest layer of hair and skin. It is not going extremely thick. Even like I said, if it nicks terminal hairs that you have, like maybe you have chin hair, of course your chin hair will grow back, but your vellus hair is going to grow back only as vellus hairs. It's not going to turn into terminal hair and grow back thicker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it's a shaving. I mean, it literally, a thin layer. That's why you get that baby soft, fresh skin, because it's taking off the vellus hair, a very thin layer of the top of the epidermis, and it's leaving you with that fresh new skin underneath.
Nice. So what about your different scrubs when you for your Brazilian wax, what are you using? Because I have done the hard wax and I've also done sugar. Which one are you using, and which one would you prefer?
I use hard wax. I know how to sugar. I do not sugar. Sugaring hurts to me. I have not did it on a client. I just did it personally on myself and had it done at school, and it hurts. And I'm one of them, like, if it hurts me, I don't like to do it to other clients.
Yeah.
And literally, I don't have a lot of people that request sugaring either. Because I do use a hard wax. The hard wax that I use is a hypoallergenic polyfilm type of hard wax. And this is one thing that I've learned when it comes to giving waxing services, because I've heard some horror stories. Do you hear me? I mean, some true horror stories. And I keep telling, like, it should not hurt that bad. Like, waxing should literally be a fleeting pain. It should be a rip, and it like rip, cover, half a second type of hurt. It shouldn't leave excessive tearing. It shouldn't leave excessive bleed. You shouldn't be sore days later. None of that. And where that comes from is a lot is the waxing products that they use. Finding a quality grade wax that will go across all hair types is important, because people have different hair. You have coarser hair, thinner hair. I have clients of all ethnicities. I have Black, I have white, I have Indian clients. So hair ranges. And I'm one of them. I don't like to buy 4, 5, 6, 7 different products. I like to find a very good one product, even if I have to pay more for that one product, but I prefer to own one wax that I know can go across the board, that's not going to be as painful, it's not going to cause the irritation, that's going to leave my clients with the results that they're seeking without the pain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I don't like pain myself. I don't like to hurt anybody. And I'm not saying it's not going to hurt, but it should not be, oh my God, I'm dreading my wax appointment hurting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what am I going to do? I got to do this wax appointment. Let me find all this numbing stuff. Like, I don't have a single client that dreads coming to me. I mean, I have clients that look forward to coming to me, and we be in there cutting up. Like, so it's like, I'm so surprised when I hear these horror stories, because I'm like, what are they doing to y'all in there? Like, again, it should not be like this.
Yeah. Do you advise people to do a scrub before coming to see you?
Yes, at least 24, 48 hours before coming, I would advise you to do a scrub, because what the scrub does, it helps just lift up any dead skin that's in the area, helps lift any hair that may be laying along the skin. So that way, when I am waxing, it allows me to get clean pulled tabs, no breakage. That's another thing that causes irritation. If the tabs are not being pulled correctly, which can break the hair off at the top. What you want is clean tabs with white bulbs at the end, which means that the hair was removed completely from the follicle. Those is what you want your wax tabs to look like at the end. So, because like I said, that ensures that you'll have less irritation. That ensures that they won't have ingrowns coming back and things like that.
So let's say, they're not coming to you, which you guys need to start going to her. Say they haven't been coming to you and they are struggling with ingrown hairs, or, just the pigment, just like, the discoloration. How can you reverse that? How can you help people with ingrown hairs or just trying to get their color together?
One thing is, if you are getting waxes, make sure you're keeping consistent wax schedules. That's a big one. You want to go between every 3 to 4 weeks, because you don't want your hair growth to go too far along, but then you don't want the hair to be too short. Because what that'll do if it's too short, you'll pull some hair, and then a few weeks later, you'll have more hair growing in, because you have 3 stages of hair growth, and your hair does not grow at the same stage nowhere on your body. That's why a lot of times if you wax, they'll tell you not to come for almost 6 weeks after you wax, so your hair can at least have reached all 3 stages. So then again, when you're actually removing the hair removes cleaner. You don't have any hair that's still growing under the skin that's being left behind. So that's one. Make sure you're keeping consistent wax appointments. Exfoliating every 2 to 3 days, but not over exfoliating. So that is really watching your skin when you're exfoliating. If you're exfoliating and you notice 3 days a week and I'm starting to get like breaking out, my skin is peeling and stuff, you're over exfoliating. Cut back to 2 days a week. So you have to really gauge those things. Things like tea tree oil can be added to the private areas. Citrus, vitamin C, those are all really good things to treat ingrowns as well as to treat hyperpigmentation. Coffee as well. Like I have a coffee scrub that I use for that area. Like I said, they're again really good at treating hyperpigmentation, and then also really good at exfoliating and treating ingrown hairs. Tea tree is really good for acne as well, but it treats that bacteria that can build up in ingrown hairs and all of that. So those because ingrowns can be just the hair growing in, but then you have bacteria from the skin as well that kind of settles, just with acne. So you want to treat all of those that accumulate together in that follicle to make sure it's staying in its natural state and it's not getting over irritated.
Absolutely. So, I'm sold. I don't know about you guys, but tell us, where can we come to get all of these amazing services?
I am currently located at 6853 Douglas Boulevard in Douglasville, inside of Doctors Medical Associates. I'm actually working with a group of doctors right now to expand a medical spa with them. That will be opening up in August. We will offer full services, facials, of course, like I'm doing my body treatment services, but we're going to be adding things like Botox, Juvederm. We will be doing laser contouring, laser fat removal, wood treatment, pre and post-op treatments for after surgery. So like if you just got body work done, you need lymphatic massages done, things like that. Wood treatments will offer all of those. What else? We have so many things coming. It's actually we're connected to a actual doctor's office. So the spa is going to be Doctor's Med Spa that I'm partnering with, and it's Doctor's Medical Associate. The doctor's office, it is a psychiatrist office. They have physical therapists, general practitioner. We have a pathologist, a full pharmacy. It's really big. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be transitioning roles. Once the position opens, I will actually be acting as spa director over this facility. I still will be taking my clients though. But my schedule is going to be looking a lot different now, because I'm going to be managing our other estheticians and massage therapists.
That is amazing. Congratulations to
Thank
that.
you.
Oh my God. So will you do like laser hair removal? Are you guys doing that?
Yes, laser hair removal, electrolysis. We'll be doing laser fat removal. Like I said, I'm also offering right now mobile services.
Really?
I actually just went to West Cobb's prenatal and did a waxing service on the client. So yes, ma'am, it's working hard around here. Because I really want to talk to the doctors up there about starting some things with the prenatal antepartum department up there. Because when I went and did that service, I realized how many mothers was up there. And, you know, they're just kind of stuck up there for a while. So I know they would enjoy receiving some services while they were in, you know, can't really go anywhere.
Yes, sis. Congratulations. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. So many people on here are saying the same thing. So you have your link in. So guys, please go check her out. She's amazing. But before we leave, we have one last thing. You know, I have to do this on the show. I have a word. And I want you to be real, raw, and relevant, Tomeka, about this word. Okay, the word is misunderstood. You can do it however you want. If you feel misunderstood, you've had a situation in your job where somebody misunderstood what you were saying, whatever, however you want to take it, the floor is yours.
I feel for me, misunderstood is actually very, I think that's a very, what's the word I'm trying to say? Actually, fitting word. Because I believe me as a person I'm misunderstood a lot. I'm very passionate about a lot of things, and my passion sometimes gets misconstrued and misunderstood as anger. I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. There's a lot. Like I said, I move a lot in passion.
Yeah.
So being that person that has been misunderstood a lot, I'm constantly having to work on how I say things to people, how I lay out my intentions to people, just to make sure I'm clearly communicating things with folks, because things are so easily to be misconstrued or misunderstood or thought to be one thing, and they're not. So I've learned in my lifetime not to judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
To actually read a couple chapters into some of these people's books, because you'd be surprised how much of a misunderstanding you can get just by looking at the cover. And I know people have looked at my cover, looked at where I've come from, what my life has been, what it hasn't been. But I said, I didn't come from a solid family. I didn't come from any of that. I was given away as a child. I wasn't raised by any birth parent. Like, I didn't have the regular life as a lot of people. And I know there's been things put on me because of just the situation that I grew up in, that they automatically said this is what I was going to be.
Absolutely.
There's been people who've automatically tried to tell me who I was just because of my situation. So I feel like I said, I'm an individual that's misunderstood should be my name, literally, because there's so many people that know Tomeka, or so they think. And none of them know me. Nobody knows me, really. You know, there's when I say a very small group of people who's been able to see the true me. And I think that is because I've been so misunderstood in life. And I'm tired of fighting to make people understand who I am. It's one of them. If you want to know me, you're going to take the time to get to know me. You know, you're going to actually experience me and know me versus just, like I said, taking something and thinking you know me. Because anybody that's really experienced me, I don't think really has a misunderstanding of me. The only people that whoever have misunderstood or have some type of misconception of me are people who've never really truly experienced me. They've only seen me or might have just known me in passing, but they've never really experienced me. And I love somebody to misunderstand me, though, because I love to prove people wrong. Again, let it be the Aries in me. I love to prove people wrong. I love to have the I told you so type of moment, because I have been counted out my entire life.
Girl, you and me both. Yes.
You know, literally my entire life I've been counted out. I've been misunderstood. So, like I said, I love it. I love to see what you think I am, so I can show you what I really am. I love for people to misunderstand me, so they have to kind of eat that and swallow that, like I said, and then know me for real. And most people that really know me, they love me. I don't have You know, I ain't gonna say everybody love me, but that's not life. Everybody did.
But you have a lot of people that love you, Tomeka, and like you. You are an amazing person. Like,
Thank you.
I've experienced you. I grew up around you, like, and I definitely know how that feels. I'm in the same boat as being told you're not gonna make it through college, you're not gonna be successful, and look at us both. You know what I'm saying? And we're from a small town, and to just see where you are now is amazing. And keep showing people who you are, showing up and showing them that you're not that girl that they think that you were or that you used to be. Like, people grow, people change, and that's okay. People evolve every day. And even the people that's watching, you're evolving. Be happy in who you are. And that's what I sense from you. Like, I love that you're happy, even in your misunderstanding. You're like, I like that they misunderstand me because I can show them who I am. I love that. And keep that, Tomeka. I am so proud of you. So, so proud of you. So my last question is, because we're talking about misunderstanding, and you are a newlywed, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you feel like you were misunderstood when it came to, like, you being married and like your friends, like, kind of in that place where, I'm married. I need to kind of focus on my husband. I need to kind of focus on my family and my career. I feel like a lot of friends can't let that, how things used to be, go. And I was that friend for one of my friends because she got married young. So, I'm so used to us being together all the time. I could pull up on her. I could call her, like, let's go out. And it's like, when I do that now or after she got married, like, let's go out, girl. I'm with my man. Like, like, it's real. And I was younger when all of this happened. So I can only imagine getting married now. How has that experience been for you? Like, do you feel misunderstood in that way at all?
Well, one of the biggest misunderstandings I think I had about my marriage when I first got married is, like, me and Daryl eloped. We did not tell anybody. I had told one friend prior to, and the only reason why I told her was because I thought we were going to do eloping and go to, like, the, Department of Justice, to the courthouse.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know he wanted to do, like, the whole suit and tie and dress thing.
Okay.
So when he said, okay, this is the suit I'm wearing, and I was like, oh, I got to get a dress now. So when I decided I had to get a dress, I was like, okay, let me tell a friend because I'm going to have somebody to help me get in this dress, And I don't have a huge network of friends anyway. So it was not until the day of, maybe like 11 o'clock, we got married at 2, that we tell our parents. We didn't tell our moms until that time, just enough time for them to be there. So when we posted pictures after the fact, I had so many people mad at me. It was like, oh my God, you had this wedding, you didn't tell anybody. And I'm like, I didn't have a wedding. I got married literally on the Beltway behind Southwire at the lake. People was riding around, cars blowing their horns. Wow. You could have came outside and seen it, type of thing. Nobody missed it. It was for me and my husband.
Yeah.
That was it. We wanted to be married. We didn't want to do the whole wedding thing right now because when people hear you get married, everybody got all this opinion on what you should do for a wedding. You got to have da-da-da. And ain't nobody dropping a dime to do it. Do you understand? And half of them not even going to show up. People are just saying because they just want to be there.
Yeah.
So that really kind of threw people off when we just went off and got married. That was like, what the heck just happened there? That really got people. When it came to my friends, being that I have friends that are already married, I have friends that are in serious relationships and have been in serious relationships since high school. Mm-hmm. I have friends that have kids. So all of our lives, most of my friends' circle, our lives are dedicated to something already. Like whether it's kids, husband already, business, something like that. So for years, probably now since college almost, we've been interacting in a way to kind of fit that in, And as we've got older, we all kind of understand that. Like I said, everybody has kids, they have their own business. We have to get, and I think that's why I have the friends that I have, because they understand me too. Like if I go missing for a couple weeks and you don't hear from me, it's not personal. You know, it's not me being upset with you. I'm just off. I'm having some things I have to take care of, and I can't be to the phone. I can't check on you. Like this year it's been a really selfish year for me. I think this year has been the year I've been the most closed off from a lot of people, just because I've been dealing with my own thing and trying to get my household in order. And I'm so used to helping this person and doing this for this person and that person that everybody can call on, and they upset and kids going crazy and whatever. It's